So you've hit 10K ARR with your SaaS, with your tool. And yeah, I said 10K ARR, not 10K MRR. This is annual recurring revenue, not monthly recurring revenue. And we want to go from 10K ARR to 10K MRR. That's what we want to do. So with 10K ARR, it's not really enough to start running ads. So you've got to rely heavily on organic and social. And that's where I'm at. So I'm just going to share with you exactly what I'm doing. And in my SaaS actually has to prove itself with exactly that. So what better to do than to just show you what I'm doing, because it's something I have to do. So full transparency here. I didn't really do the building in public thing, but I'm going to show you how I'm growing in public. So this is AEO God mode, and this is a specific feature in the tool, Citation Tracker. Something that's different about the Citation Tracker in AEO God mode is this is an actionable workflow. So many of the citation trackers I've seen, it pretty much looks like this. It's a chart, and it's got different models, and then you track queries or keywords that you want to rank for. So that's the basics of it. What I've done is you can get the AI to generate the best queries, and if you don't really know what queries are, a query is just a keyword. It's just a long tail keyword, but it's what people use when they're talking to LLMs. So in this case, I'm talking about the queries that people ask, customers ask, potential clients ask when they're looking for your product or service. So you've got branded queries and you've got unbranded queries. The branded ones, people already know about you. They're asking, what's the pricing, the current pricing, or what features does this tool have? So they're already product aware. But the ones that we really want to rank for and get cited for are the ones where they're ready to buy, but they're not necessarily brand aware or product aware. So they know what their problem is, or they know what they want to do, and they're trying to figure out what they should be using to do it, who they should be using to do it, or achieve the goal that they're trying to achieve. So they have very specific queries that they ask. So we don't always know what those are. We can use keywords, we can use our Google Search Console data, and just foresight of the industry and come up with the best one. So for example, what is the best AEO plugin for WordPress? AEO God mode. That's the best AEO plugin for WordPress. So that's what I want to make sure that all the LLMs know the answer to that question, right? So now we go over to tracked queries. Again, I'm just telling you what I'm doing. I'm focusing heavily on organic and social, and this workflow is exactly how I'm doing it. So once you've figured out what you want to rank for, because this matters whether you are a mobile app. Well, mobile app's a bit different. I can show what I've done for my mobile app, which has been working, which is definitely social and organic as well as ASO. But you're still going to need this no matter what your product or service is if you're not running ads just yet and you want to build up your revenue so you can start running ads, which is ultimately that's the way to grow. This is what you want to be doing regardless. So you figure out which queries or keywords. We've moved away from keywords a bit. So you figure out what people are asking to find you. And once you've set on those, then you're going to want to track them. So this is what we're doing here. So we're tracking over time. Am I being mentioned? And if I'm not being mentioned, who's being mentioned? And why are they being mentioned? And this is where the workflow comes into it, because once you know what those queries are, you can actually dig into that information. So branded ones, in this case, not really that valuable to me anymore. Of course, the AI, the LLMs know about me when I first built the tool. They didn't, so I wasn't showing up. Now it's out there, so they know about it. I don't really need that query, so I can just get rid of it. But you really want to just focus on the non-branded queries. So these are the non-branded queries. What I do in the plugin is I run a check. I make sure But I'm using all of them, and I'm going to run a check. It's going to take some time. I've already run one today, but I'm checking to see if I'm showing up and if I'm not. So the last time I checked, 9 out of 12 queries I was showing up for in Perplexity, 4 out of 12 in ChatGPT. I think it didn't ask all of them yet, so ChatGPT wasn't working on some, so I'm going to run it again, hopefully get a better score this time. But it just gives you how many, for what percentage you're showing up for those queries, so you know exactly what you're optimizing for. And the next thing you're going to do is, once you've got that information, so for example here I'm showing up for an alternatives, this one I'm showing up, well, that's a branded one again, I'll probably delete that, but this one I'm only showing up in Claude, so I want to show up in Perplexity. I think it's not checked those ones. No, I'm just not showing up. So that's why it's got X's there. So I'm not cited in Perplexity, ChatGPT, Gemini, but I'm cited in Claude for this query. So what do I need to do? That's the main thing. Now you know what you're not showing up for. You need to know what you want to do to show up for it. So what we do is, what one was that? Best WordPress plugins for answer engine optimization. Best WordPress plugins for answer engine optimization. So it's mixed results. I'm showing up for one, not the rest of them. In here, I can see what is being quoted or queried and why. And we've got YouTube. So YouTube is a huge proponent in what's being cited. Reddit, developers.google.com. You'll start to see that some of these things are easy for you to also go and make content on. So YouTube, I can create YouTube videos. I'm supposed to be creating a ton of YouTube videos for AEO God Mode. So that's what I'm going to do. And more specifically, I need to create YouTube content, Reddit content on this specific query. And that goes for each of them. So that's what it's showing us that we need to do. And as you look through, you'll see all the sources, again, that are influencing that particular query, the results, the citations for that particular query on ChatGPT, Perplexity, Claude combined. So everything you do is going to help you to become one of those sources. So that's, again, exactly what I'm doing. So I've got all of that information at my disposal. So if you don't have an article, a blog post on each of those things that you want to rank for, that's the first place to start. So you know you want to show up for this keyword or this query, make a post on it. So what my tool does is, if the post doesn't exist, you have to make one. So answer engine optimization for WordPress, best WordPress plugins for answer engine optimization. Not exactly, I would prefer that it's the exact title. So the post is best WordPress plugins for answer engine optimization 2026 or whatever the case is. This page, I'm not sure if it answers something else. It answers a different, it's the same intent, but I would probably structure that heading to match this. And everything I do is going to be structured to match this query, because that's the query that I'm focused on. Might be a bit confusing if you've not been doing SEO, but if you'll understand this if you have. But either way, all you're doing is making sure you've got the relative post for that query. And then the next thing we're going to do is go into that post. And remember, I said this is a workflow. This isn't just showing you the citation data and just leaving you on your way. It's showing you what you need to do, the first steps that you need to take. And actually, I do need to go back, because some of those sources, they're not going to be as simple as create a YouTube video, get a post on Reddit, get listed on this directory. Some of them, you're going to have to go and get some backlinks. And if that's not your strong point, find a way to get some backlinks. Go and pay somebody to get some backlinks. Pay somebody you trust. Find an agency, do something. But this isn't 2022. where you could just do the long tail stuff and not need backlinks, especially if it's for your SaaS in this very competitive market. You want to go and you want to strengthen your domain and you want to build backlinks. You just do. So if your competitors have those backlinks and you want to show up for that query and you don't want to create backlinks, good luck, my friend. But anyway, the next thing that you're going to do, you've got the post and you started doing some of those additional sources. So you've got your post, you've gone and you've left some Reddit comments, or you've actually made a post that didn't get removed by moderators, and you've made the post on, you've gone and you've got whatever ones that you can. So in SaaS, you've got like G2, you've got Product Hunt, you've got it listed on those things that your competitors have. You also want to make sure you've got all your entities. This is entity stacking. You want to make sure that you've got your X page for your business, your tool, your product, whatever it is. The same handle. So you've got your X page. You've maybe got your Instagram. I've not added Instagram to this because Instagram is image heavy. So it doesn't make a difference whether like generating a caption and then having an image is pointless having it in here. But you definitely would want to do that. You do your Instagram. You do X, you do LinkedIn, you do YouTube. So here you can actually take this script. So it's going to take all the information, all the information from the blog post that you've created, edited, made sure you're happy with all the information in, and it's going to make a YouTube script based on this information. So remember, garbage in, garbage out. So if this article is not the best, and this is something that you've said is a keyword a query that you want to show up for, you want to go in and at the very least, maybe you've got hundreds of articles, or you're planning hundreds of articles, you want to at the very least make sure that this content is the best stuff, especially if you're going to be repurposing it. So I would repurpose this into maybe a short and just hit generate, and it's going to again take that article and create a YouTube script for me based on it, giving me the hook, the main point, the close, and again, you just choose how long you want it and how many variations. And we're going to do the same for LinkedIn. So you choose the format, get a few variations, edit it. If you don't like it, let me hit generate. It's taking all the talking points. You can edit it here, and then this is going to save to your post, so you know exactly what you've put out there for it. And then it also links back to that post. Same for X, it's going to generate that for you, and then you share it and it links back to that post. So again, this is entity stacking. You're just creating the same message on various platforms. These are platforms that are trusted by the LLMs and just bolster up that main point that you're trying to rank for. So those are the first things you're going to do. These are free. These are the freest things that you can do in your favor. And the thing is, most people still aren't even doing these things because they just don't know, and they don't know the right way to do it. But then, as I mentioned, the next thing you want to do is, if I just go back, over here, is you're gonna want to get some actual backlinks. You're gonna want to try and get some backlinks. But that's a topic for a whole nother video, and we're already quite well into this. I don't think I'm going to edit this. This is just a raw take on what I'm doing now. Trying to get from that 10K ARR to 10K MRR. This is just the first step. So the first step is nailing the organic, nailing the social. So I'm doing the TikTok, I'm doing the X, I'm doing the cold outreach, which is a whole system. Definitely need to show you that. That's a whole system that I built, and it's just incredible. But doing the cold outreach, doing the X, doing the Instagram, doing the TikTok, doing the YouTube like crazy. Not got around to it yet, but doing the YouTube like crazy, because YouTube is one of those ones. YouTube is valued a lot higher than most social media, just by way of it being the long form video platform and a product of Google. And then once you then start to bring that ARR up, you've got some more cash to put back into the growth, and then you can start running ads. And also you have a lot more data to run the ads around. you've got more customers, you can talk to. It's another thing I have to do. I have to actually go out and talk to my customers and find out what's lacking, what they didn't like, what I can improve on, get some more reviews. Reviews are heavy. You need reviews. And that's something that I've not been chasing up. So get some more reviews, build some more, build some actual case studies, because now people are starting to see the results, seeing the benefits, building those case studies, doing all the things, right? That's what you do. And then the next thing is then, running the ads with that data in mind and just really having fun with it. But yeah, drop a like, comment, let me know your thoughts, and if this was helpful to you. I'm not sure where everybody is anymore with their SaaS, but yeah, if you just let me know, drop a comment, I'd be happy to chop it up with you, and I'll see you in the next one.